Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Gina and let's talk about plants. So in this video, I don't really have anything really planned out. It's a Wednesday, which is one of my watering days for the plants. I water this room behind me here, gets all watered. The room in front of me, I'll turn you guys around so you can see, this is my living room. So this room also gets watered. So Wednesday is the day I water these two rooms. So that's something we might do together. But the main thing I wanted to get you guys involved with is right back here. This is my Hoya pubicalyx Splash. And this plant, and I'll bring you in closer to look at it, but it has gotten super overgrown. It's growing into the window, and it's actually not doing so great because actually it's doing great. It's actually doing great, but it doesn't want to get sunburned, and it is getting so sunburned in the southwest facing window. And it's just, a lot of the leaves are just yellow and just really faded, sun bleached, and they just don't look good. So I have been meaning to take this plant down for a while, several weeks, like a month. I've been meaning to do this, and today's finally the day. And I thought, well, it might make a fun video. We can do that together. So that's the plan. We're gonna take that down, clean it up, maybe actually even put it in a different location. I'm not sure yet. Obviously, it doesn't do well here. Actually, it does do well here, but the leaves do not look pretty here. So I need probably keep it in this room, but just further away from that window so it doesn't get that direct, intense, southwest facing sun. Super intense. So yeah, that's the plan. Okay, so here is the plant in question, and hopefully you can see just how bleached this plant is. So bleached, just not pretty. Look at that. You know, some Hoyas, they look so good when they are sun stressed, but this is not one of them. Look up here. So I need to get those vines out from behind the blinds, untangle, like it's going up here into the quinquenervia. This is my beautiful Hoya quinquenervia, which does absolutely fine in this window. It does not get those yellow bleached leaves. In fact, I think this could even turn a little bit red eventually. It hasn't yet. I don't know why, but so yeah. So once I get this down, I have to figure out where I'm going to put it. So you can see this is my Hoya Crimson Queen, and look at these beautiful leaves that have just popped out of there. Isn't that gorgeous? These pink, prettiest leaves ever. And they're going up there too. But this is the Crimson Queen vine. They're like, these two plants, Hoya pubicalyx and Hoya Crimson Queen, they're just growing, totally growing into each other. So I need to untangle that stuff. So I have a workout ahead of me doing this, I think. See, on this side where it doesn't get that intense sun, the leaves all look beautiful. But then down here, it gets bleached down here. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is start untangling these vines. So let's start doing that. Okay, so I had to turn, there's my neighbor and his little dog. Anyway, I had to turn the brightness level way down so you could see back here, but so I did get these two plants separated from each other, the Crimson Queen and the Pubicalyx. So the only thing left I have this vine that is running, let me see here, lift this up, running into the window here. So I need to get that out of there, and you know what, you guys? Can't even see myself here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it. I'm just going to cut it because I'll probably propagate that strand. I'm actually going to end up cutting quite a few of these vines, I think. So yeah, so I'm just going to cut it right now. You can't see, let me turn you there. So I am just going to chop it like right there. So it'll be so much easier to get it out of there like that since it's not attached to the plants. And actually what I'm going to do now is I am going to brighten it up there. I'm going to take it down. So it should not be attached to anything. It shouldn't be, but it is right here. One last vine. That's the thing about like Hoyas. I love Hoyas, but gosh, these vines can be so freaking annoying because they wrap around everything. They wrap around themselves. They wrap around other plants. I end up knocking things down because of it. But yeah, so that's it. So set it there on the table, and I'm gonna pull this out. And it's actually, I'm gonna have to cut it some more because it's like wrapped itself around the cord of the blinds. So cut that. Oh, we're losing part of our blind here. So look how much more open that is now. It's wonderful, actually. I love the way it looks. Just open. And I have to get my blind back up there. Just kept falling down, this piece. And let me do that real quick. Actually, I want to clean the window, so I'll hold off on that. But look, so nice. Wish it wasn't like so... Looks so good. Let me take it over here to see the difference. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? So nice. I kind of don't want to put anything in that spot. I kind of want to leave it open. Let me see, stand over here and see how it looks. Yeah, I kind of really like the way it looks open like that. Can you see that? What do you think? So now when I do, so here's the plant. Here's our plant, our crazy plant. So I do need to find a different spot for this humongous Pubicalyx. So, but I do want to chop it down a bit. So I don't know. There's so much here. This is my blind here. Let me move this. There's just so much. I don't know what to do, you guys. It's so cool looking, but it's also just a little crazy. Maybe I will leave it climbing up here, like up the basket hanger part, and I'll just trim off all the yellow leaves and like this stuff. I'm going to get rid of this stuff. Yeah, I got a lot to figure out. All right, so it is, got the blinds dusted, I got the windows Windexed, and now I do want to clean up this area down here. There's lots of like little dropped leaves, and it's just, you know, kind of dusty, so maybe let's do that together. Clean up this area, and then we'll work on the giant pubicalyx. Okay, you guys want to see some of the plants that I keep on that? These are some of the plants I keep on that windowsill. It's a beautiful Graptopetellum amethystinum. This one was living outside, and I brought it in for the winter, and it seems to be doing just fine here in the window, coming from outside. And then this here, this is a Echeveria bluebird, one of my very favorite Echeverias, succulents. And then my beautiful fairy castle cactus. Look at this. Absolutely one of the most stunning cacti out there. And I think, what was next? I think my Euphorbia white ghost. Love this beauty. And then this is Pachyphytum cucutate something. A Pachyphytum, which actually needs a little cleaning up here. So cute. And then finally, this cactus. Forget the name of that one. But those are the ones that live on the windowsill. And they stay there all winter long, and they do just fine. They can handle the chilliness of that window. Okay, so next we are going to work. Hey, look who's here. Nora's here. Say hello. Nora. He's actually kind of cooperating. There, look it. That's Nora, my little girl. My sweet little girl. Nikki's actually in the room with us here too. He's sitting at the window. He will show Nikki. Nikki! Yeah. Right there is Nikki, my little buddy. Hi. They both just came in here. Okay, so we are going to, hi Nora, she's gonna hang out here. We're gonna work on removing all of these plants so I can dust and Windex, because that seems like a never-ending chore with plants because they just seem to really just collect dust. They're like dust magnets. And you can see how sunny this window gets. See how this plant is in this window, but it does fine. But that pubicalyx is just way too much for the pubicalyx. So I still have to figure out what to put in this place here. I don't know what to do, you guys. Okay, everything's clean here. Did a little dusting of leaves because the leaves get really dusty too. And yeah, so I do need, like I said before, this is my watering day. These will all get watered today. And yeah, so now let's work on the big pubicalyx. Okay, so I think the main thing I'm gonna just do with this plant is just trim a lot of these vines. There are so many extra vines and I see no issue with trimming these. I know I've read and people say, don't cut the vines, don't cut the vines. But you know what? When you're dealing with this, it's okay to cut the vines. You can cut those vines. There's still plenty of plant here. I don't need this plant to grow anymore. Really, I don't. So I'm just gonna start chopping way up at the top here. Just chopping any leaves I have, extra leaves. I will just, I'll propagate. I can propagate this stuff, make new plants out of it. So I just need to get this plant more under control. And I may find, as time goes on, I may have chopped a vine in a poor place, and I'll see that I'm losing, like, so, I mean, this is crazy. Look at this. Look at these vines, just all wrapped around each other. Some are dead, crispy, but yeah. Yeah. Where am I going to chop this one? I need to chop this one. I need to get rid of this. I think I'm just gonna chop it right there. And then down here, we have all these like yellow leaves down here, these ugly, ugly leaves. We're gonna see if we can't get rid of those. Trim it right there. See? It's going into my discard pile or like my propagating pile. That's okay. Oh, actually, let's trim this one. And that one's okay. Down here, get rid of some of these yellow, really bleached leaves. So these, like I said, these leaves, they're not yellow because they're like having issues with like rot or something. It's just because they got sun bleached. They just got sun bleached. All right, so what do you guys think? Quite a bit more manageable, I would say. Actually, you know, there's a couple more I can still trim up here and here. But yeah, now unfortunately, I think I probably trimmed off all the vines that had the peduncles on them, but that's okay. It's okay. We'll get new ones eventually. So now I have to figure out where I'm going to put this. Yeah, I'm just not sure. That is a big question. Where I'm going to put this. I guess I'll just walk around and see. Just walk around the house and see. And once I find a spot, and maybe, I don't know if I'm going to replace anything where this was hanging, put something in its place. I don't know, but I'm going to walk around and we'll see if I can find a spot, and then I'll show you if I did. So I walked all through the house, checked every room, was in the living room, this room, the dining room. I went to my bedroom, I went to the family room, I looked in the kitchen, and I set it up in different places and absolutely hated it. So this is where it's going to be for now. Maybe temporary, maybe permanent. Maybe I'll sell it. I know I've talked about possibly selling it at one point, but it's such a beautiful plant. I don't know if I can get myself to sell it. I don't know what to do, but for now, I think it looks okay right there. Yeah, I think it's gonna be there for a little bit, maybe through the winter. I don't know. Maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. I guess it's stay tuned to see what actually happens. But so far, I mean, this is the only good place I could find for it. So here's where it's going to live. So I think that's it. And I didn't replace anything. It was like right up here in this window. I didn't put anything in that spot because I don't even know what I would put in that spot that could handle that really bright sun. So it's just going to stay open, and I kind of like the openness. And yeah, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Going on this little plant chore adventure with me. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. I do make new videos every week, twice a week, and I'd love to have you here as part of the community. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.